Hello, welcome back. In today's video, we will insert user data into the user table. As you can see, in the previous video, we added different roles to the role table and we explained user management system diagram step by step. So, we have already designed this form, manage user. Let's open that. And here we have username, password, and role. So, as you can see, the user table has a relationship with the role table. First, what we want to do? We want to load all the roles in the user table. Here we have combo box control. To that we want to add all the roles from the role table. And here we want to import the required packages. So simple. We have java.sql.connection. We have java.sql.prepare statement. Thereafter, import java.sql.result set. Then we have import java.sql.sql exception. That is good. As you can see here, we have another package connection. Inside that we have JDBC connection class. Let's expand that. We want to import that also. Simple. We have import connection dot JDBC connection. That is because this class is responsible to establish the relationship. As you can see, here we have a method get database connection, and this method establish the connection between Java application and MySQL database. That is good. Let's close that. So, and here we have a class manage user. That is good. Inside that we have a simple constructor, and here we want to define a method to load all the roles from the role table. Simple private, for example, hash map. This is the return type. We want to specify key, string type, and value integer type. Integer, for example, load roles. Inside that, first we will define hash map. For example, hash map key string and value integer. For example, map equals new hash map. And here we want to add key string type, string, and value integer. That is good. So thereafter, we want to read database connection from JDBC connection class. For that, we want to use try catch with resources. Try and then catch block SQL exception. So let's read database connection from JDBC connection class. Simple connection link equals, we have JDBC connection class. We want to call get database connection method. That is good. After that, let's write a query to get all the records from the role table. Simple string, for example, query equals select all from TBL role. Let's define prepare statement also. Simple prepared statement ps equals, we have link, then you want to call prepare statement method and we want to pass that query variable. So everything is fine. Let's execute the query. Simple ps dot execute query. So this method return result set. We want to store that value in result set variable. Simple result set. For example, rs equals ps.execute query. So one thing you remember, here we have utilities package. Inside that we have combo box item class. Let's open that. And this class is responsible to represent value member and display member. Because in the database we want to store value member. That means we will store ID of the role, and for the user we want to display role name. And here we have a simple constructor that accepts two parameters, value member and display member. That is good. Here we have simple getters and setters. So let's open manage user form. So let's define variable of type combo box item. Simple. Combo box item. We have combo box. Combo box item. For example, item. After that, let's process the result set. Simple. While rs dot next. And here we will initialize combo box item. Simple. We have item equals new combo box item. For that, you want to pass role ID and role name. Simple. rs dot get int of 1 and then rs dot get int of 2 string, because the role name is string type. So finally we have map. Let's assign or add all item one by one to the map. Simple. Map dot put, and here you want to add display member and value member. Simple. We have item dot get display member, then we have item dot get value member. So finally you want to return that map. Simple. Return map. So the method is completed. Let's call this method inside this constructor. Simple. As you can see, this method return hash map. First, we want to define hash map. For that, we want to copy this simple hash map. So let's remove this. Instead of this, we want to call load rules method. So let's get keys from the hash map. Simple. For each, for example, string key in our map dot key set. So as you can see, in the form we have combo box. Name of that is combo box role. Let's copy that. And here we will add all the keys. Simple. Symbix role dot add item, and we want to add all the keys. That is good. Let's run the application to see the result. Let's open manage users, and here you want to open manage users. The form is not opened. Let's open this form by clicking this button. Simple. Here we have manage users. Right click on that. Simple. Here we have manage user. Let's create object from that form. Manage user. For example, user equals new manage user. Then user dot set visible true. That is good. Let's run the application. Let's open manage users. As you can see, from the rule table, all the rules added to this combo box. We have user role, super admin role, admin, and student role. So now the form is ready. Thereafter, when user click on the create user button, we want to add new user. And here you want to open manage user. Let's generate event. So let's validate form. Simple. If txt username dot get text dot trim dot equals empty value. We want to display a simple message. The option dot show message. Let's use that overloaded version. For the parent component, we want personal value, and here we will write a simple message. For example, username is required. Thereafter, let's return that to stop the execution. And for the password, we want to copy the same condition. Here we want to change this to txt password, and password is required. That is good. The validation is completed. Thereafter, you want to read database connection from JDBC connection class. Simple, try, then catch block, and want to catch a scale exception. So let's read database connection. Simple, connection, link equals, we have JDBC connection class dot get database connection method. So let's write a simple query to insert record on the user table. So as you can see, here we have user table, and this table has 4 columns: ID, username, password, and role ID. The ID is auto increment. We want to specify values for username, password, and role ID. Simple. Insert into tbl user. We have username, then we have password, then we have role ID. Values, we want to use parameter because in the JDBC application we want to use prepare statement. Let's copy this simple query, and here we will define a simple variable string, for example query equals, we want to paste that query. So let's define prepare statement also. Simple prepare statement is equals, we have link dot prepare statement, and we want to pass that query variable. So after that we have parameters. For that we want to bind values. Simple s dot set string of 1. We have user text user name dot get text. Thereafter we have password s dot set string of 2 text password dot get text. After that we have role ID, and the role ID is a reference column, and here we defined a method to get all the rules from the table. We want to call that method. Let's copy that, and here we want to define hash map key string type, value integer type. For example, map equals, we want to call that method. That is good. After that, let's bind the parameter s.set int. We have 3, and we want to get value from map.get method, and here we want to use symbiotics rule dot we have symbiotics rule. We want to copy that dot get selected item dot to string. That is good. All the parameters we bound successfully. Thereafter, we want to execute that query. Simple. ps dot execute update. So let's display a simple success message also. The option dot show message. For the parent component we want personal value, and here we will write, for example, user created successfully. Thereafter we want to clear all the input fields. Simple. We have text username dot set text empty value. We have password dot set text empty value, and we have symbiotics rule dot set selected index of 0. Okay, the job is completed. Let's run the application. And here you want to add, for example, Khan, password Khan123, role, for example, super admin. As you can see, user created successfully. So let's create another user, for example, Smith, and here, for example, Smith123, for example, student. As you can see, user created successfully. That's good. Let's open MySQL Workbench, and here we want to write select all from table user. As you can see, two users created successfully. So we created roles and users. In our next video session, we will integrate login form with library management system. And then we will slowly implement strong user management system for the application. And if you have any questions, you can write them in the comment. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos. That is enough for today. Have a good day. See you in the next one.